We're all good.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. And we're going to call the meeting to order today for the Facility Committee, and it's now 3:30. So let's get started. And we'd like to approve the minutes from February 9th. And has everybody had a chance to read through them?
I did.
Excuse me?
I'll also move.
I would second.
Okay, all right, thank you. And can we vote?
Yep,
It's
Aye.
unanimous?
it is.
Thank you. Would like a report from the COA, and that's Ralph. Sorry. I didn't give you a chance.
Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to first of all mention anybody who's watching who does not get the Council on Aging news should. There's all kinds of information in there. There are a bunch of new programs that we've not had before. There are too many to really go over. But it's a very comprehensive newsletter, and there's a lot of good information in there. So if you aren't getting it, you might want to call the Council on Aging, and they are at 508-430-7550, 508-430-7550. I just want to cover a couple of two or three of the programs. The first one is the Social Security. It's always a problem getting into the Social Security office, making appointments, getting there, and so on. We now have the ability on screen, like watching a TV almost, to talk with them with an appointment on any Social Security matters. We've had that before. It was suspended for a while, but it's back. And it's a wonderful opportunity. I've used it for a couple of my clients that I've helped out. And you get right to somebody who knows what they're talking about in the Social Security field, which is good.
And how do they do that? Do they come in here
They
to
come
help
in,
with
they
help?
come in here and it's set up for them.
Nice.
And you make the call and
Yeah.
some person shows up on the other end and you talk to them, ask you a
Great.
question, they answer it. It's great. The Council on Aging has brought on a new program where they are enlisting people who are good at technology, which I am not, as you well know. They have seniors that are helping other seniors that need help, and they're also bringing in students who are really good at it to help with any phone, computer, any kind of electronic stuff. And again, that's available free through the Council on Aging, and again, by making an appointment. On April 11, there's a discussion about Parkinson's disease, and I think that's probably quite relevant locally. There are a lot of folks that are concerned about that. So that's by appointment, I believe. Again, it's April 11. Call the Council on Aging, and they can give you the information. Shingle shots are available on April 12, again, by making an appointment, calling the Council on Aging. There's also an interesting workshop coming up. There's a police officer who's going to discuss scams, which are pretty numerous, as we all know, and pretty prevalent. That's on April 16. Again, call in and get more information from the COA. I don't know that requires an appointment, but they will tell you. And also we have regular blood pressure clinics. These are normal. Everybody knows about that, I think. And legal appointments, which again are pretty helpful for seniors. So otherwise, in the newsletter, there are all kinds of other workshops, spring fashion show. No, thank you. Queen Elizabeth discussion about her apparently, which again, no, thank you.
You're not helping.
But these are things of interest to a lot of folks, so that's pretty much it on the Council on Aging.
Oh, that's great. You're doing a lot of work over there. Any questions for Ralph?
I have a question. Are the students doing the tech support from Monomoy or from the tech school?
Okay, from the tech school.
From the tech school.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
That's wonderful.
I could use some of that help myself.
That's great. Okay, any other questions for Ralph just before we move on? Okay, next is report from Recreation, but Van's not here today. So did he send anything
did
in
not.
just to be sure? All right, so we'll wait till next month to get our feedback on that. Okay, so now we're over to old business, and Carol, would you like to get us started?
We had talked at our last meeting about doing some information gathering on the weight room in order to try and break even. I provided the report showing that we were falling short of that. I started our listening tour session. So far I've had about 9 people. I would say the majority of them have ideas and suggestions. I think I could say maybe 1 of the 9 has been upset at the thought of a $5 increase. The others seem very reasonable, understanding, and we looked at maybe new ideas and things we can try, and I'm happy to try any of them. My next listening tour is, that one was during the day, and I always do one during the day and one in the evening. The next one is on the 12th at 5:30, but I'm just confirming that I didn't just make that up, and I didn't. So that is here in the building. You're all invited if you want to come listen to what people say. What I thought I would do is take some, I have been taking notes, and I'll put together a little
Summary.
packet summary, and we'll post that in our April newsletter as well. So that's my information on the listening tour to date.
Okay, I'm glad that was. Any questions before we move on?
No,
Okay,
thank you.
Howard Community Center Strategic Work Plan?
Yes, if you remember at our last
Yep.
meeting, Van had requested it. You've been given it before, but I
Yeah.
just included what we had in the packet. It's through 2025, so I didn't change anything. I literally just printed it for you. And we will look at doing one coming up, but we're still working on this one. So this is, we call it a working plan. I think that's exactly what he was looking for, so.
Okay.
That's all. I just wanted to, I had handed out before, but
Yeah,
you
you did.
did not remember, so
Oh, thank you very much.
no problem.
Okay, so now we're over to the
gym.
gym and the sounds.
And I did speak with Sean and I did talk to Ralph. It is an industrial building and there is no drop ceiling or anything, so the sound is louder. He is looking into it, but I just wanted you to know I didn't forget. I am
Right.
asking. We're on it,
I
so.
appreciate that.
Of
I
course.
forget what, this came as a complaint.
It's very loud in there
Yeah.
some days at different times, not
Okay.
constantly, if
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that
The
correctly.
fan would go on and off.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And
It's
today it was
based on
pretty much on
temperature.
the whole time.
Yeah.
It was pretty loud all day
Okay.
today at volleyball,
So.
but
Got it.
it's just a little annoying.
So,
Does it make a difference if the doors are open or closed? Just curious.
I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
It's definitely has something to do with the temperature and things like that, but I don't think that it changes. But I'll confirm with Sean and keep you updated on that.
Thank you very much.
Of
Appreciate
course.
that.
Okay, this is good. Okay, budget?
So on what's it?
Saturday.
Saturday, they're all running together. I'm sorry, it's been a very long week. Thank you. Saturday the 2nd, we did have our budget meetings with the joint committees of the Select Board and the Finance Committee. I did present our budget and I presented the EOSs, the extension of services, things like getting the pipes and ducts cleaned and putting additional cameras in for safety. So what happens at this meeting, I'm sure you've all been there, or you can certainly watch it. It is on YouTube. They asked some questions. It seemed like it was a positive experience. I know it's just part of the puzzle of what they're putting together, so I don't have an actual, they support this, they don't support that.
Yeah.
I'll keep you informed as I get more information.
And I apologize, I missed the meeting.
I watched.
I apologize, I totally forgot, I'll be honest with you.
Well, I stood up there and said, Angie's, no, don't be
I
silly.
apologize.
Angie wasn't there.
Yeah.
We didn't back her up.
No,
I
it was.
forgot it too.
It's
Oh,
fine.
God, I'm sorry.
They were very kind, truthfully,
Okay.
They were very nice.
I don't wanna
The
say too-
services from here,
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
absolutely.
Well,
yeah.
you do a lot, you really do, yeah.
So it was, I appreciate the feedback, positive, negative, we can only grow from both,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Any other questions before we move on? Okay, we're up to new business.
We are flying today. I
We're
did not
flying
have
today.
any for you.
Okay.
Just it's that time of year where we're doing the things like the budget, which will be a continual thing, the fee tour, which will be a continual thing. So most of what we're doing will come in the next part. Reagan will talk about all of the new programming that we're doing, but I put that under the next section. So.
I don't think it fits necessarily here, but how did things go on election day?
Oh, well, you would know.
Okay. You want to tell us?
Well,
Please go right ahead.
No, I meant from the facilities.
It goes,
perspective.
It's a
Busy.
wonderful day.
Yeah.
The town clerk did an exceptional job. I would think nothing less, but there was quite a few people coming in to vote. It was streamlined. It's always wonderful because you see new people coming in or people who don't come here much, and then they come in and they're picking up stuff. So I actually really enjoyed that day. It is a long day,
It is.
but we do get to see a whole host of people who reconnect with us
Yeah.
each time that happens. So, but she had quite a few volunteers. The weather wasn't perfect, but a nice turnout. I don't have the exact
I
number.
think 36%.
Look at Chris has.
36.
Oh, wow.
Yes. A nice picture in the newspaper.
Thank you.
I was very
Oh,
impressed.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Jamie.
working.
Cape Cod
Thank-
Times, yes.
Yeah,
Good time.
so thank you for working.
Yeah, I thought it went well.
Yeah,
They do a
Yeah.
great job
Yeah.
at the clerk's
Yeah.
office.
so this is good.
And
Well,
I think one of the things, this isn't official from town clerk's office, but we sensed that we picked up a number of people who hadn't filled out their annual census. So they showed up to vote, and so not me, but the town clerk works them through so that they get the opportunity to vote.
It's quite a
that day.
process, I will
It's-
say.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
She's
so that was
exceptional.
good.
She had a smile on her face the whole day.
That's a good thing.
I didn't.
I think all of the
Yeah,
workers
everybody
do as
did.
well.
Everybody was very
Jamie
pleasant.
I
and-
love doing
yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's great
Good
that people come
Right.
here to the building and that we're all in one location. So
Yeah.
I know it's a hard day for everyone,
Busy.
that's working it, but it's really a wonderful day here because so many people are in. Just
Well, it's important to vote, so
absolutely.
glad they came out. Or those that mailed in, proud of them
Oh,
too.
lots, too.
Yeah, lots
Yeah.
mailed in too, so that's great. So thank you.
Yep.
Just for working it. Okay, now we're over to the director's update, and we're heading to the newsletter.
Yes, so you have in your packet a newsletter, and I brought it specifically so I could show you the back page, which features our one of our newest facility committee members. Chris has thankfully sent in information.
Who's that?
Me, a little heavier then, but
And I will say
Look
that
nice.
I think that you shamed the other new member who said, could you send me a blurb? So I'm going to have Reagan send him information on some of the other ones that we have done. And he promises to be in the next newsletter. So that will then make it so they've met everyone on the board, which I think is important, and I do appreciate it. But your newsletter, as always, includes the information on the events that we have, which have been so well attended, but I'm not stealing Reagan's thunder. I'm going to let her
Yeah.
tell you all about it
All right.
and about the upcoming events.
Good.
We do remind people about daylight savings time.
Sunday, this week.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We
Uh,
go ahead, right?
Go ahead.
Spring
Yeah.
forward.
spring
Yes,
forward.
spring forward, yeah.
And we have quite a few articles. We have our spotlight member, our group, things that we are, clubs and organizations. We have a picture of our new desk, I was calling, computer station, that's the hard words. Ralph, I better be in that class with you. I can't even think of the words now. We are just awaiting the computers, but we're excited, and it's gotten a lot of attention. They did a great job. We are always looking for new volunteers for the garden. The person who was doing it for all these years has retired officially. She was retired when she was doing it, but now she's officially retired. So we do need more volunteers for outside. And one of my favorite parts of our newsletter is when you get to look back at the reflections page. It's just kind of heartwarming to see. We lived through it and we're going through the motions, and then you look back and you see all the smiles of all the people that were here. And so I guess selfishly it's one of mine. And I would encourage all of you to look on your way out if you go through the main entrance at the Lend a Hand. We have the hands of so many people who have been part of the center. It looks really great. Reagan did a great job. And we had a young woman, Mia, from the school who helped us. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
So that's your newsletter. And the next is the events, which I'll let, that's you.
Okay.
You can sit back.
I will quickly just recap what we did in February, what we have coming up in March, and what we have planned for April, but I will do it in a nice, timely manner. So since we met, we had the Valentine's Day bingo, which was supposed to be on February 13th, but we ended up having to reschedule it because of the building closure from the storm. So we said, okay, we've got everything ready to go. Let's do it on the Valentine's Day. So we rescheduled it from the 13th to the 14th, and we had a decent turnout. I think we had about 25 people come to play bingo with us on Valentine's Day. It was a good crowd and it was a lot of fun. We were up and we were moving and we were dancing. It was a lot of fun. So we'll do it again. We had our first community supper, spaghetti supper. We had 89 people come through.
That's
great.
So
good.
yeah.
I
So it
meant
was
to
a
ask you,
great
there was a
turnout.
nice coverage of them in the paper, the Chronicle this week, the ladies that did the serving, I think.
Yeah.
And what did it
Wonderful.
say on the aprons? I couldn't
It was
read
the Cape Cod Women's Group.
Oh, women's,
Oh, okay,
that's
I
right.
couldn't read
Yeah.
the apron.
Yeah, they were phenomenal.
They were great.
did the centerpieces for us,
Yeah.
which were absolutely beautiful. They served. We had a lot of people. It was a lot of people showed up right when it started, but then there was something going on in the gym. I believe it was basketball, and a lot of the families we ran over and we said, "Come eat spaghetti," and
Yeah.
so we had a lot of families come for
That's
that
nice.
after. We're gonna do it again.
That's great.
And getting water. excuse me.
Sure, I'll wait till you get back.
No,
No, keep going.
keep going.
We're gonna do it again April 5th.
Okay.
And we're gonna this time do it with a trivia night.
Okay. Spaghetti
You
dinner
don't-
again?
Spaghetti
Yes.
dinner and trivia.
You don't have to play trivia.
No.
You come have spaghetti if you want to stay and watch, or if you want to play. We're very flexible. Yeah.
That's great.
It was a lot of fun. It was great. We also had members of the COA that volunteered their time.
Good.
So
Very
it was a
helpful.
nice collaboration of,
Yep.
of
That's wonderful.
departments. The duck hunt. So I kept telling Carolyn I was going to come in early to help her. And she's like, no, it'll be fine. I got here at 10:30 and all the ducks had been found. So it was very successful. It was like kind of the kickoff to February vacation. So a lot of families came in early to do that. And that was the same day we did the Lend a Hand. So we had a table set up to do the handprints. We got 85 handprints. Again, they're all above the door. They'll be up for a while. So come by and see them. The duck decorating contest, we handed out 100 ducks. We got over half returned,
Oh.
and we had the voting was open for the beginning of the month, and we had four fantastic winners. They all came and picked up their prizes. We took pictures. It's all in the newsletter. So that was
Awesome.
that was another successful event. Cape Cod Military Museum did a talk on Iwo Jima, and we had 45 people come. It was our
Oh, I
biggest
love that.
turnout ever. Yeah, it's growing every month. So they'll be back again on the 22nd of March to do another talk. This one's on gunpowder and grease paint. And every time he comes, anybody who has been following us on Facebook, he brings his mascot, Sergeant Stubby, who is a Beagle Bulldog mix.
Yeah.
He's pretty amazing, and he does tricks at the end of the
Oh,
talk.
that's fun.
So we wrapped up the February vacation with a family dance party. DJ Scott from Cape Tunes came, and we had over 100 people.
That's good.
So it was
All ages?
all ages. I would say, a lot of young families, a few middle school, not too many high school students, but definitely young families, and danced all night. Like, the kids were allowed to request
songs.
So it was a lot of Taylor Swift,
That's great.
Lil Bell, Michael Jackson. He
Elvis
also
Presley?
Yeah.
Elvis. There was no, but if my husband could have, that would have been his preference. He also brought a photo booth, so you can have your picture taken and have it emailed to you. So the
Okay.
kids were having
That was fun.
kids were having a lot of fun with that. It was
great.
So to kick off March, we did laser tag on March 2nd. Carolyn missed it because she was at the budget meeting.
How did that go? I was curious.
Huge success.
Yeah.
Over 150 people
Kids
came
like that
through.
kind of stuff.
150.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
It was huge. We were packed. Kids. So it was about a 10-minute. The games lasted about 8 minutes, but with the instructions, everything, it was about a 10-minute turnover. He pretty much brings blinds, tents, and just puts them around the gym.
Yeah.
And the kids and it was fun. So the families of all ages, kids, adults, came out, got back in line to do it again, and everybody that came got a turn and got a chance to play. And that was like the main thing for me, is that everybody that came got a chance to go once. So it was a lot of fun. We're definitely, I think we're going to have to do that one again.
Yeah.
Tonight we have a dog trainer coming to do a little series on dog training, tips, techniques. He is the owner of XFed Dog Training out of Brewster. He's an ex-federal agent, so he's worked with dogs all of his career. I've had a lot of interest in that. We're also getting joined by the animal control officer, who's going to come, and then this is going to kick off a series we're doing with her. She's doing like a 7-part series, different topic. Every few weeks she's going to come and talk, which I think is going to be a huge thing for the community to have that.
That's tonight? No, what's
The XFed
today?
Dog Training is tonight.
Oh, got it,
Yep,
okay.
yep. So that's
Can he be at the White House tomorrow?
I'll ask him. Next Thursday on the 14th, we're doing a composting and living soil talk. Carolyn and I have started putting together the DIY Easter egg hunt bags. They're going to be handed out their sign-ups are next week. They're going to be handed out the following week. Before sign-ups even started, we already have a good number of people.
Did you get your chocolate bunnies yet?
Yes, thank you.
No, I was just wondering what's
Not for me. I got to let the public know. They're for the bags, so.
Yeah. There wasn't really even any broken ones. Like we had to
They've all made it to a nice home.
they're really lovely baskets. I will
nice,
say they're
nice.
absolutely lovely. Friday of next week, we're going to do a game night with a Minute to Win It theme. That's going to be, I don't know, are you familiar with Minute to Win It?
No.
So they're minute-long challenges that you can
Okay.
play against other people, like catching a ping pong ball in a cup or stacking cups, or they're just fun 60-second challenges that keeps everybody's attention long enough. And it's based off of a fun game, TV show game. So we've got that in the works. Miss Anina is coming to do a peg doll craft on the 22nd. That is the same day as the Cape Cod Military Museum. The 30th, we're doing the local resource. We've changed it from a local advertising event to a local resource event. I have about 20 tables booked right now. Local businesses, program, any departments or local businesses that run any sort of program or service to the community can sign up to advertise their business or their program. And interestingly enough, we were talking about all of the traffic for voting. I had a lot of people, or not a lot, I had a group of people all contact me. They saw it as they were going in to vote. They grabbed the flyer. So, that's always great, because I always ask people how they hear about our events.
Yeah.
I already mentioned the spaghetti dinner we're doing on the 5th with trivia night. We're going to have on the 11th a ping pong tournament right in the multipurpose room. We're going to have a few different things going on for April vacation. I can't believe I'm already talking about April vacation.
It's going fast.
It is. Mad Science will be coming back. That's like a fan favorite.
Yeah, the kids love that.
Yeah, the kids love. He's phenomenal. We're doing something new. It's I don't know if you've heard of the book. It's by a local author and illustrator. It's and I'm sorry I don't have her name in front of me, but it's Birds in My Closet. It's a book written by a local author. about inclusion. She adopted family, 2 boys, different nationalities, and how they were, the inclusiveness and the experiences that they had coming into the family and into the community. And
Purdy, Chatterton,
Purdy.
Pamela,
yes,
And David.
yes.
correct, yes,
Yeah.
she's lovely.
She's
She's also an artist. So after the book reading and book signing, she's going to do a craft, a
Nice.
bird making craft, because it's a lovely book about birds. So that will be on the 18th. That's during the day.
April 18th.
Yes.
I've lost track.
And that will be during the day, I think 2:30. And then we're going to do a game night. Again, we try to do, it's April vacation, so we're just trying to give people activities. So there's going to be a game night in the multipurpose room. Drop in, play a game, really easy, low key. And then on the Friday, the 19th, Alice, I don't know her last name.
Cartier.
Thank you. Is going to be doing a moving to the music with kids. So an exercise class for kids.
Like Zumba.
It's like
Okay.
it's like Zumba. We did one for adults, and now we're going to give the kiddos a turn to,
Nice.
to give the workout a try. So April 26th, Cape Cod Military Museum will be back for another talk. I apologize, I don't have the topic of that one in front of me. And last but not least, on the 30th, local teacher Betty Trummel is doing a 3-part talk on her travels. She works with a nonprofit called A to Z Literacy, and she's done a lot of traveling and has made slideshows and does talks, and she's a teacher. So we've picked 3 topics. Her first one is going to be on her travels in Alaska. So I'm excited about that one. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that.
Oh, this is good.
All right, I think
I don't know if she mentioned it, but
I
it's
did
really-
not. I
Oh,
apologize. I missed I always miss that one.
Photo with the bunny.
Sorry.
Photo with the bunny,
I'm
which
sorry,
is
bunny.
actually, yes, the bunny will be sad,
sorry,
and kids will
bunny.
be sad because they really enjoy
No,
this.
the bunny.
So on March 15th, which is right before our Minute to Win It games, you can
Yes.
bring your little phone camera and come see the bunny who will be
Yes.
here and giving out treats
Okay.
and get your photo
Oh, I
taken
hope
or
the bunny
don't get a
forgives
photo.
me.
I know.
Yes.
You know who the bunny is?
What do you mean? The bunny
It's the
is the bunny.
Ralph,
I can't believe that. Of course it's the bunny.
it's also the Ides of March.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, it is.
That's true. Well, we're praying for good things.
We all.
Okay, great job, Reagan. A lot of good
Thank you,
programs.
Reagan.
It's wonderful.
And just so you all know,
Want me
we
to close the door? I'll close
unless they
the
want to
door.
come in and join us. One of the tasks or goals that I was given to do together is to go as far in advance so we can really try to plan out the year ahead of time. And we are I feel like we've made good momentum. We've started already planning things for next fall. If it's okay for me to mention, we worked with some Rad Kids, which is a self-defense for children training that works through you have to be a Rad Kid certified
Yeah.
instructor, and after a little bit of searching, Brewster Police Department has 2 Rad Kid certified instructors. So we've teamed up with Brewster Rec Department, and we're going to do a 2-part. They're going to do the younger kids 5 through 12 in April,
Yeah.
and then we're going to do the older kids here in the fall.
Nice.
Really excited about that one too.
And when's
Say
that
a
coming
lot.
in?
Well, we're going to do that in the fall. We haven't set the dates yet. I think it's with the older kids in sports, we want to make sure
Oh, right.
we
They can fit it.
kind of like navigate that in the beginning of school. So, but we're going to be advertising the one that's in Brewster because it's going to be open to obviously.
Harwich.
Well, that's
Yeah.
great. 'Cause
Yeah.
One of my friends was pushing for that for quite some
I
time.
think it's one of your
Yeah,
friends that I've
yeah,
been working
yeah.
with. Yes,
She's been pushing.
she's.
She'll be happy when I see her. I'll tell her it's
Yes,
coming.
yeah. I've been telling her. I think I
Yeah.
told her I haven't given her the most recent update, but she planted the bug and
Yeah,
we
she's been trying.
put all of the wheels in motion. And it's funny because one of the Brewster officers I think just recently got certified, so timing was good. Yeah,
That worked out. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay. Any questions for Reagan? All right, boy, you've been a busy little beaver. It's good. Yeah, that's
What do you
great.
do in your spare time?
Yeah,
Raise twins.
this is good. It's good that the building's being utilized
Oh my
more and more and
gosh,
more.
yeah.
This is wonderful. So it's a good thing. It's a lot of work for you guys, but it's a good thing.
Oh, no, that's why we're here. Happy to do it.
Okay, building use, did you want to add into it?
I just wanted to tell you that the new applications are out for next year's use of the facility. So as always, we're putting the recreation and the COA and our events in the calendar first, and then we'll open it up to the public. But they did all receive applications, and we have already started getting them back. It is a process, so I try and let people know. You know, in the middle of the year when you send us one, we get one. It's easy to do. We have hundreds. There's
Oh,
over
yeah,
100,
that's a lot right now.
150 groups right now.
Yeah.
So it will take a little time, which is why we start in March,
Yeah.
and then it should be seamless going through. The other thing that we're looking at for the building is some kind of sign for outside. We think it will help. We don't think it can hurt, so we're gonna try similar to what the library has, and we use for the
Those, no, I don't know.
So they're the A-frame and the letterboards.
Yeah.
They're very. We started using them. The gentleman from the Cape Cod. I'm sorry, I'm speaking
Military.
right
Go
over
right
you.
ahead.
Yes, from the Military Museum offered to put one out for his talks and did notice.
I did
I
notice.
did
I
notice an
yeah,
increase
yeah.
in participants once we started advertising that way. You know, those things catch our eye sometimes and we don't even realize it, but then it's
Yeah.
planted in our brain and we think, oh, this is happening. So,
I do notice it with the library.
yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah.
It works. It works.
It does work. And we
Yeah.
get a significant amount of traffic,
Yeah.
you know, so.
yeah. So we'll try anything. That's the
Hey.
motto.
Yeah.
If it
So
works,
those are the things that we're looking at internally. And if I can just do my last one, I did receive an email from Natasha from the Select Board's office and Town Administrator's office about Angie and Heath. If you are interested in still serving, I don't really think you have a choice. You really have to still serve. No, okay. I know you've already responded, but I
Yeah,
wanted to make sure you have to just
Yeah.
let them know if you are not
Yeah.
interested. So
This is about another other.
this is
committee.
about this committee.
committee.
Theirs
They
is
were-
about
Oh, you-
Because our
us.
time is
Oh,
almost
God,
up.
in
So,
June.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they are.
Okay.
Well, I just want to keep you as informed as when I get the information. So
Because he's
the rest of you
filling
are
a.
fine.
He's- yeah.
filling-
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I was wondering why, yeah.
Yes,
Got it.
that's why.
Okay.
But we're sure he wants to remain. with us.
100%.
100%.
In fact, I think he said to me, I'm absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll take our word for
No,
it, but
probably
we'll
not.
make sure.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay, this is good.
Very
Okay,
good.
is there anything else before we?
I don't think I mentioned the magician.
Oh, I saw that.
145 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
For what?
For the magic show
magic
we did
show?
over the break.
120 is your capacity?
It was a little overflowed, but we
I thought it was
definitely.
150.
It depends on how the room's set up.
Oh, okay.
And what, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the key word.
and he was on the stage. He wasn't
Yeah,
down
yeah,
below.
yeah, yeah.
So-
We were very mindful of that.
Yes.
Always.
Good.
Awesome.
And they didn't sit in chairs. Some of them were on the floor, which
Oh, I
makes a
love
difference.
kids.
It was
Kids,
so,
yes.
when you walked in, I came in that side, you know, by the multi-purpose room, and it was just joyful to hear the sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about the reflection page. And when I get to look back at
Yeah.
it, you know, we're putting it together and we're working the events and then you look back and you're like, oh, people had a good time.
had a good
Like,
time,
That's
yeah.
what
Yeah.
it's a great.
That's awesome. That's great.
We're very lucky.
Okay, any other questions yet? Okay, we'll go around the room here before we wrap up. Chris, anything?
I don't think so. No, I'm good, thanks.
You're good?
Yeah.
You're good? Ralph?
When's the pool going to open?
It's at your house, right?
Right. Or Yarmouth, I forget. No.
Yeah, okay. And,
Does anyone have anything they would like on your next agenda?
No, thank you.
It's April, so we haven't had town meeting or elections yet, town meeting.
Right.
yeah. Okay, if we think of anything, we'll just email you guys.
Of course.
If something
Yeah.
comes up. Okay,
Appreciate it.
excuse me, is there a motion to adjourn?
It's you or me, Ralph.
I so move.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And the meeting is officially closed.
Very nice.
I don't have
Thank
the time,
you.
but that's okay. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see